Уважаемый председатель Си
Your Excellency President Xi Jinping, ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, I'd like to thank my very good friend, President of the PRC, Xi Jinping, for the invitation to attend this second Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation. I want to express my gratitude to him for gathering all of us together, all the high-up leaders here, meeting each other, teaming up, discussing the relevant issues of the global development and the principles of cooperation, and myself, as well as many others, have been quite interested to listen to his speech and to know more about the principles and the goals of Chinese development and the means and ways that the People's Republic of China, which is #1 economy in terms of PPP, is going to develop upon, and how they will build their relationships with partners, which is of special significance for both the Russian Federation and many other colleagues in this room. It's obvious that the implementation of this large-scale Belt and Road initiative, spearheaded by our Chinese partners, aims at strengthening constructive cooperation between the Eurasian nations. The goal that really brings us together is to provide for harmony and sustainable economic development and growth across the Eurasian space. The Russian Federation repeatedly emphasized that the OBOR initiative by Chinese President chimes well with the Russian idea of the strategy of the Great Eurasian Partnership, that specifically means integration of integrations, which is close synergies between bilateral and multilateral integration developments on the Eurasian continent. Russia is ready to do its best to provide for the transparent, comfortable environment propitious to cooperation and interaction on the Eurasian continent. It's important to come up with effective responses to fragmentation, possible fragmentation of global political, economic and technology space, to the rise of protectionism with its most perilous form that is now being resorted to, illegitimate unilateral restrictions, sidestepping the UN Security Council, or even trade wars, which is worse. Only in concert we can counter such major challenges as global economic slowdown and the well-being inequality and technology gap between countries. I said on many occasions, and I repeat, that these negative trends are a breeding ground for terrorism, extremism, and unlawful migration. They are a cause of the relapse of the old, dormant, and the appearance of new regional conflicts. I'm convinced that the Eurasian initiative can act as a model in terms of meaningful and positive agenda to resolve the relevant international issues that I mentioned and many others. Throughout millennia, the Eurasian space, which is huge, was a home to different cultures, creeds and traditions, definitely. We had in our history wars and conflicts, but sooner or later all of that fizzled out. While the common sense and the natural desire of our people to believe in peace and harmony always prevailed, the Russian Federation is interested in the closest interaction with the Eurasian partners, building upon the unshakable principles of respect for each other's sovereignties, rights, and legitimate interests. These are the principles that we profess together with our partners Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan in the Eurasian Economic Union undertaking. Very soon, on the 29th of May, it will turn 5 years of age. Over that time, we have established a common market by providing context for the free movement of goods, services, capital, and manpower. We're now shaping uniform markets and the digital space. President Xi Jinping said a word about aligning his initiative with other similar initiatives and groups on the huge Eurasian space, and that chimes well with our plans. The Eurasian countries have been doing a lot to strengthen industrial and technology cooperation. We have been building efficient value-added chains, and together with our Chinese partners, we will keep discussing today and tomorrow how to work on that. It's going to be global work, and we keep aligning our monetary and currency policies. With that in mind, the Eurasian Economic Union is eager to participate in the broadest possible cooperation with all interested countries and groups, primarily with the People's Republic of China, which is our key like-minded nation and natural partner in the all-round development of the continent. P5 of the Eurasian Economic Union was unanimous in support of dovetailing the EURASAC and the Belt and Road Initiative of China. And we have reached accords in this respect that are now being carried through successfully in the forthcoming months. An agreement on trade and economic cooperation between Eurasian Economic Union and China will take effect. The Eurasian Union is eager to liberalize economic ties with other partners. We have concluded FTAs with Vietnam and an interim agreement conducive to a free trade area with Iran. We're now finalizing similar instruments with Singapore and Serbia. Talks are underway with Israel, Egypt and India. We have well-established cooperation with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and ASEAN Group. And definitely, we advocate for constructive and equitable development of our business ties with the European Union, our long-lasting traditional partner. No current differences can cancel our common responsibility for the future of Europe and all of Eurasia. I emphasize that the Greater Eurasian Partnership Initiative and the Belt and Road Initiative, based on one and the same foundation of transparent principles and values, the natural desire of our peoples to live in peace and harmony and have free access to the advances of contemporary science and innovative development, at the same time maintaining cultural and spiritual identity of ours. We are united by strategic long-term interests. I am sure that this comprehensive approach embodied by both concepts will help strengthen economic cooperation on the continent, develop joint transport, energy infrastructure, and definitely will be propitious to the deployment of digital technology, and our nations and our people will benefit from these initiatives definitely and without a doubt. I thank our friends and partners from China once again for today's initiative. Thank you for your attention.